In January 2020, I had my first video chat with Raymond Bekenya. Raymond is a Christian minister in Uganda whose wife had died in April 2019, aged just 33, leaving him a young widower with 3 small children. Brenda had passed following a short battle with cancer. Given the similarity in our experiences, a mutual friend had given Raymond a copy of Grief and Grace and also introduced us to one another. We agreed to keep in touch and talk regularly. Strangely though, after our initial conversation in January 2020, I didn't hear from Raymond for some time. I wondered why he didn't respond to my messages until I eventually got a call from him a few weeks later explaining the reason for his silence. On the 28th of January, Raymond was riding his motorbike on the busy streets of Kampala. He doesn't remember how exactly the accident happened, other than a car was trying to overtake him, and it eventually attempted a dangerous manoeuvre which resulted in the collision with Raymond. The actual details are sketchy. What is known is that Raymond was soon in hospital fighting for his life. He underwent 2 major operations on his left lung and lower jaw. He had a fractured clavicle, scapula, and rib. And then 6 weeks later, upon leaving hospital, it was discovered he had a long-term nerve damage on his left side that had left him with a non-functional left arm and consistent neuropathic pain. I remember first hearing the news and thinking, Lord, has this man not been through enough already? It naturally begs the question, why do some people seem to experience such deep suffering while other people apparently breeze through life? And why is some of the worst suffering meted out on those who are seeking to follow Christ and live a godly life? This is the question that Asaph had. He was the author of Psalm 73, who nearly lost his faith because he observed that righteous people suffered while evil people thrived. This psalm first impacted me when I was suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome as a young adult. I had been chronically unwell for 18 months. My life was on pause and I was grappling with the familiar questions around God's purpose in suffering and why he allows good people to go through difficult times. The interesting thing about Asaph is that he never received an answer to this challenging question. However, his outlook changed when he entered the sanctuary of God. When Asaph spent time in God's presence, he received a deeper revelation of who God is, which altered his perspective and enabled him to pen these incredible words from Psalm 73. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever.